I'm down here with the gar mud hole, and I'm back here for a reason. Now, I've been here since the last couple of times I've been here already. I've come down here, and hopefully I've got some of that footage here, and maybe I can throw it in and let you kind of see. But I've been down here. I throwed a rope lure to try to catch these gar. I've throwed a top water plug to try to catch these gar. Hopefully I've got the same thing in here. All right, this is what I'm gonna throw first. I'm hoping it'll cast. I do have a leader line, and I'm hoping that they don't bite through my line, because I only have these two lures. The icing on the cake. All right, let's cast this thing. Today is going to be a little different. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube, and he fishes with night crawlers tremendously. What he does with these night crawlers, he goes out and he actually catches gar with night crawler, fishes them weightless. I'm come only with two reels, and I have my bag down here. I have my bag. In that bag, and a box of night crawlers. In that bag is literally just grippers, scale, measuring tape, pair of pliers, and a D-hooker. That's all I got. I didn't bring any extra hooks. I didn't bring any lead. I didn't bring anything. So if something happens to one of these rigs, then it is gone, and we are going to be down to one, and then if both of them, then we're completely done. While I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, I got, like I said, I got one with a weightless and one with a cork, and I've already seen these gar already starting to hit the top of the water. But I'm going to get these worms on and get the hooks in the water, and then I've got to share with you something about this spot that I believe is going to kind of blow everybody's mind, and you'll see why the title is what the title is. So hang in there as I get started. Got a pretty decent sized circle hook on this one. Let me get us a night crawler out. This one's the one I'm gonna throw weightless. Let's get us a big old juicy night crawler for that guy. I've seen him catch these gar with these night crawlers before, and when I say he's done it, he's caught a bunch of them with just this. I don't know if there's anything else in here. If there are, they're gonna get the circle hook. So, man, I hadn't fished with a night crawler in forever. I don't want to get this one out of my sight too far. So, all right, this one has braid with a leader on the end of it. I need to wash my hands, but let's throw it out first. All right, weightless. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to hit right there and then throw my cork past it so I can stay on this side, and then maybe later after I get done kind of telling y'all what happened here, then I can, oh, perfect. We're just gonna let that go. All right, then we'll get this one with a bobber set up. I've got a smaller hook on the one with a bobber. And this is one of those lunchtime kind of challenges. Well, I say lunchtime challenge, it's a lunchtime fishing trip, because I've only got a certain amount of time to do this. And this still may be one of those parts of that other video, or maybe I'm just going to tell you with a story of what happened here. But let's get this one done. This one has a steel leader on it, so smaller hook and steel leader. So if they get it, and hopefully they won't chew through the line on this one. And I'm going to do it the exact same way as I did the other one, and just kind of, I'm gonna bunch it up a little bit. I'm gonna basically run it down the the night crawler until I get it and leave its tail hanging so it's wiggling, and hopefully they can see it and take it. And this way I'll have at least the indicator to see if it's moving or whatever. But I do got to figure out a better way of doing this so I don't get these two lines tangled. All right, and then I'm gonna set that up here. I'm trying to keep it out of the sand and out of the way. All right, and then I'm gonna try to put this one right out there in the center of those trees. That'll work. And now I'm gonna set that one right beside it. Rinse my hand, and I'll watch these lines. And that one got tight all of a sudden. All right, I'm gonna do my best to tell you what's kind of going on here in the best way that I know how. And I'm hoping along the way, you'll see me kind of pause and let you get some information. I'm still running from the camera here, so if something happens out here, we'll stop and kind of grab what we're going on. But this location, some friends of mine have seen me fishing here, and they kind of gave me a call and said, hey, look, I wanted to kind of tell you about this place. So I'm like, all right, great. He was telling me that there was an older couple that used to fish here in this area. And matter of fact, this little spot, I think, and they said it was one of the best kept secrets around. You could catch big shell cracker and these big, like big bluegill, and I mean, there's a lot. It was just a awesome little hole that nobody knew about the fish, and they would come down here and fill a bucket up. I say a bucket up, but you know, enough for a couple of people to eat, you know, 4, 5, 6, and just a little bit, and then they'd head back home. They wouldn't overfish in the place, but they were also kind of keeping it quiet. They fished this area for quite a while, and they come down here after a rain one time. And so now I'm going to be kind of doing it this way. I hope you can hear me just as good, and I hope it's not too shaky. I had it on a one of those I guess selfie sticks or whatever that would allow you to spin and everything while you done it. But now I'm just going to kind of hold it and kind of finish up what I was telling you. But anyway, they were down here doing what they've done once a week or once every couple of weeks, catching fish. But it had come a good rain, and as I showed y'all before in here, it does kind of flood down through here, and it washes the sand in and out. And while they were down here fishing, from my understanding, the way the story goes is that one of these areas in here somewhere, I don't know if it was right in there or, you know, under the bridge more or somewhere, but at some point where they were fishing, they found a bone, and it was kind of sticking out of the ground. And the more they looked at it, the more they kind of really kind of started thinking about it, they realized that it did not look like a deer bone or some animal bone. Come to find out, they went ahead and called the investigators and different things down here. And just note that I'm in, this area is the Phoenix City area. And if you're not familiar with Phoenix City, Alabama, it was a town that was run, there's a movie out there, the Phoenix City story or something like that. But anyway, it was run by the mafia. And it actually took the military, from my understanding, the way that story goes, they took the military to go in and push out this mafia and kind of take back over the area. So to get to that, to make this story even longer, I guess, they called in the police. This was, I think they told me it was 5, 6 years ago. So it's fairly recent. They called in the police. The police come down. It was, in fact, human remains. It was a human bone, and they uncovered the entire skeleton. And they said it looks like someone was killed and somebody hid the body here. Now, they investigated, they dug it up, they kept it tied up here for about 2 weeks or whatever. To this day, they said that it was a murder, and they said to this day the murder has not been solved. And so here I am fishing this side of the road where human remains was found. And you know what, I'm not afraid of ghost or, you know, whatever, because I just don't believe in that kind of stuff. So, but if you do, I mean, that's your opinion and you get to have it. But the only ghost I believe in is the Holy Ghost, and everything else after that I just believe is evil spirits or something just trying to trick us into thinking that, you know, whatever. But needless to say, that is why I've been trying to catch a fish over here. I've been trying to catch these gar so I can make this video to tell you the story about the remains. Now, I'm hoping that I can find some details online, and I hope to put it on the screen here. If this turns out to be something, I've got, I don't know, 20 more minutes here before I really have to go, and then we'll go from there. All right, hang in there, guys. All right, back to fishing, and still kicking, but nothing on the worm. Just kind of toss this out right in there, maybe. Let it go to the bottom. I do not want to set, oh, right where that hit. I do not know if my hands were out of the way where you could see that. But right where I tossed that, or it looked like right where I tossed that, one just hit the water. And this water is really, really muddy today. I'm like heavy muddy. And it's got a film on it, like some sort of like sheen. So I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but I mean, there's nowhere for these gar to go. I've got it on the handle, kind of lifting it up, and I'll be able to see because my braid's floating. So hopefully I'll be able to see. Let's grab this other one. Kind of do the same thing. If I catch something, I'll have to run back up here and grab that, but it's not the end of the world. Yep, doesn't look like there's a bite or anything on that one either. Let's see if I can cast it out there. Oh yeah, there we go. Now that casted great because I had that bobber on there. That popping cork is what it's actually called. And now we wait. It's probably going to be, I'm not going to do an uncut on this one, primarily because it's just sitting there waiting. And I'm not even sure if we're going to get a bite, but there's just so much movement. All right. And as I was reeling in, there was something else there, so. I don't know if I ought to take the weightless one and just kind of cast it in different areas and see what happens as I let that one float. Yeah, let's try that. Let's just give it a little light toss right in there for a second. I really just would like to catch something, and make this video so it's not just me telling you a story, or telling you what I heard, that is. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. What in the world? That is a largemouth bass. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. He hit it as I was reeling it up. I really did not think there was anything in here like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that circle hook is in there, boy. Let me go get my pliers. And I'm gonna get my scale on this guy. There we go. I cannot believe that right there just happened. Oh my goodness. Let's get the scale on him just to see, just to give you an idea of what's in this little creek. I had no idea. No way. Dude, that's so awesome. Look at that guy. All right. 0. Let's see. It's a 1 pound bass in this little bit of water. A 1 pound bass. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I just didn't think there was anything in here for them to eat. He's probably the only one though. Let's get him back in the water. I've had him out for just a second. Not too long. There he goes. What? This little mud hole is still surprising me to death, dude. Yes. All right. Okay, let's get another worm on there. We just going. Oh man! And the reason these silver that I've run across is because of this. This water stays muddy. I fished another pond that had every bass in it was like really, really silver, and it stays kind of muddy and murky. Well, either way, that's the end of my time. Yet another surprise fish. I'm kind of shocked. All right. Well, that's all the time I got, y'all. So, let's see here. We'll feed what's left down here. And I'll leave these rigs kind of set up the way they are, and hopefully we can come back with some, maybe I can catch some live bluegill and come down here for another go at another time, maybe. Worth every second I've been here. Every time it surprises me. So surprised at the outcome of today. I really thought I was gonna grab a gar. I did not catch a gar. I caught a largemouth bass, and a decent largemouth bass. Not some little creek bass. Well, I guess it's like a little creek bass, but not a mud hole bass. Wow. I'm just kind of blown away, honestly. All right, guys, that's the end of this. Unbelievable surprise catch in a mud hole fishing spot. Unbelievable. I am just like, I don't even know. I really thought this was going to be one of those, like, you know, the little micro fish, you know, the little tiny panfish. This thing has gar. It's got largemouth bass, like 1 pound largemouth bass. He looked a little thin. He didn't look as healthy as he could have been. And if I'd have been prepared, I probably would have transported him. I'd have probably took him and put him in something a little better place for him to put. But there we go. Fishing this mud hole, I'm telling y'all guys, you just never know what you got. And also too, you never know what's around you. So really pay attention. You don't know if you're going to be on somewhere or end up stumbling across something that I hope that nobody else finds. I didn't find it, you know, the other people. And I hope that the same thing goes for y'all. Y'all never find it like I don't want to have to find it. So until next time, keep your hooks wet and have fun. I'm out of here.